Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So today's pick a card reading is going to be messages and predictions for your month of October 2025. Just before I get into it, I want to talk to you guys about the monthly personal reading giveaway and the fundraiser that we've been doing. So if you want to hear about that, just stick around. Otherwise, there's going to be a timestamp down below so that you can skip ahead to the pick a card reading. So as many of you guys know, for a little bit over a year, we have been raising money for Faris, who is an 18-year-old boy in Gaza, living with his family of 7. I was matched with Faris through the aid initiative Project Love Brocade, which is based in my home country of Canada. At this time, they're no longer taking on new fundraising campaigns, but I'll leave their social media link down below in case you wanted to check out the work that they have done, how they verified the donation campaigns that they worked with, and things like that. At the time that I'm filming this, we have raised over $48,000 for Faris and his family. We are very close to reaching $50,000 raised for them. And I also wanted to update you guys that out of this total that has been raised, we've actually been able to successfully send most of this to them. I believe we've sent about 38,000 out of the 48,000. So I just wanted to let you guys know that your generous donations are reaching them, and this has helped them to survive. Literally, Faris has been able to feed his family because of you. I talk to him pretty much every day, and I have been for the past year or so. And he said that while the prices are extremely high right now, he is able to access most kinds of food except for meat. So in order to continuously raise funds for Faris and his family, we have been doing monthly personal reading giveaways. As always, I will be giving away a 30-minute personal video reading. So there's 2 ways that you can enter this giveaway. One is to simply share the link to the GoFundMe campaign on any platform that you use, and the other way is to donate. For this giveaway, I'm accepting any entries throughout the whole month of September. So if you have shared or donated to the GoFundMe at any point from September 1st to September 30th, you can send a screenshot of that as proof to kinopersonalreadings@gmail.com, and that will count as your entry. I will email the winner and announce them on my Instagram stories on October 1st. In addition to your shares and donations, as always, I want to give a huge thank you to everybody who leaves your kind and supportive comments to Faris and his family, and to everybody who shows your support for Palestine. The world is a scary place, and just knowing that you will continue to care and fight for humanity, it makes me a little bit less scared. So thank you, and I love you so much. And now let's get on to the reading. Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So today's pick a card reading is going to be messages and predictions for your month of October 2025. We are going to start off with a general overview of your month where we look at the main themes and the main energies, significant events and changes coming your way, and then we're going to dive into specific areas of your life. So we're going to be looking at messages and predictions for your love life and relationships, your career and studies, and your spiritual and personal growth. There are 3 groups to choose from today, so I'm going to show you each of these crystals up close one by one, and please pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. For my group number 1s, we have this Opalite owl. For my group number 2s, we have this rose quartz moon. And for my group number 3s, we have this Pyrite cat. Okay, so as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with number 1. Hi number 1s, so if you guys chose the Opalite owl, this is going to be a reading all about your month of October 2025. We're gonna start by looking at these oracle cards to see what the main themes of your month are going to be. So to start off, we have change, beautiful, new season of life, and we have anxiety. Okay, if I put these 2 cards together, There's definitely a feeling that you are about to go through a major transition and you are feeling nervous about it. We have the number 18 on the anxiety card. The 18th of the month could be significant, but the first association I made was with the moon card in tarot, because that card is the number 18. So it's like this big change is upon you and you are wondering if you're ready for it. Specifically, I'm hearing you're wondering if you have what it takes. Okay, now I'm also seeing the succession of major arcana. So it goes the star, and then the moon, and then the sun. And I feel like the star, okay. It's coming. The message is coming through now. This is a change that you have prayed for. You have prayed for this change to happen in your life, but now that it's here, you are nervous. Because I feel like in this succession of major arcana, the star represents your wish coming true. The moon represents, oh shit, like my wish is here, now I have to actually do it. Am I actually ready for this? Do I have what it takes to make these changes? And then finally comes the sun, which is like, oh, I was worried for nothing. Everything's going great. I do have what it takes, and this change is making me really happy. So this is something you've been hoping for quite some time. And now that it's here, you might be experiencing not cold feet, because you're gonna do it. 222 as I said that on the camera timer. There's no doubt in your mind that you're gonna go through with the change. It's just that you're nervous, and I feel like that's completely normal. I'm hearing the word unprecedented, so I really do think that whatever this change is, it's going to make your life look significantly different than it does now. Your day-to-day life is going to be significantly different, your environment as well, I'm hearing, and the role that you show up in is going to be significantly different. And it's natural to be like, is everything gonna go smoothly? Am I gonna do a good job? Is this change gonna make me happy? And yes, it is. Everything's gonna go well. I feel like these are very normal jitters to experience in the face of a transition. As much as it's something you wished for, change can be a little bit scary or a little bit uncomfortable. So just give yourself grace as you go through this transition, and I'm hearing give yourself a pat on the back. I hope that you're proud of yourself, because I'm proud of you, group number one. I feel like this change is something you've prayed for and worked really hard towards. So for your astrology cards, we have the moon in Pisces. Okay, yeah, you're definitely getting in your head. The moon card, which we were just talking about, is also related to the sign of Pisces. And I'm hearing that you're being kind of irrational, and that's not a diss, but it's giving like the smartest kid in the class studied for the exam, knows the material like the back of their hand, and on exam day they're like, oh my god, I hope I get a good grade. Am I gonna do a good job? And it's like, bro, if anyone is going to ace this exam, it's you. So in a way, your nervousness and jitters are normal and natural, but also like you're delusional if you think you're not going to do a good job. You're going to kill it. You're going to crush it. It's going to be okay. The Moon in Pisces card says, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. So what I'm picking up from this is, don't go through this alone. Like if you're nervous, talk to your team. Maybe you're talking to your coworkers, talking to your classmates about your nerves, talking to friends and family. There may even be a coach or a teacher or a mentor in this situation that you can go to before the big day, I'm hearing, and say like, look, I'm feeling really nervous. Can you give me some tips? Can you give me some advice as I step into this change? Don't feel like you have to work through these nerves and anxiety on your own. I feel like the people around you will be really ready to help you, whether it's giving you practical advice, just helping to ground you and calm you down, or reminding you how amazing you are. You're not alone. I think the advice for you this month is to rely on your community and be open and be vocal about what you're feeling on the inside. Because I think people around you can remind you that it's silly to think that you wouldn't do an amazing job. You could have Pisces placements. You don't have to, but this Pisces energy could be a confirmation for some of you, or maybe there's an important Pisces in your life. If you are familiar with your birth chart, the area of your birth chart, like the house where the sign of Pisces is, could be heavily impacted during the month of October. I also want to see what date or dates the moon is going to be in Pisces, because those could be important dates for you, or they could be lucky dates. Like if you're planning to make a big move, if you're planning to do something in October, maybe when the moon is in Pisces, it's going to be your lucky date to do it. So the moon is going to be in Pisces. This is in Japan time, from the 4th to the 6th of October. So 4th, 5th, 6th, those are your lucky days. And literally, air element communicating. This is your advice. Like, be open about how you're feeling, because it's normal to feel this way. And probably somebody can give you good tips. Like, let's say, I don't know, you have an interview, or you have a big performance, or you have a big game, or you have an audition or something. Someone around you is going to be able to give you some really good advice that will help you to stay calm on the day and help you to give a performance that you are proud of. I'm saying performance, but it can literally be anything. And it's interesting that I'm saying like the big day, because I do think this is the start of a new era in your life, but there's like a big day in October that solidifies that. Maybe it's, you know, the start of a new job, or again, I was using the example of an exam. Maybe this is like entrance exam into a school that marks the start of your new era. Yeah. That's what I think air is talking about. It could be that your communication abilities, your charisma, or your intellectual abilities are being judged or put to the test. We also have the number 39 here. Someone could be 39 years old, or the year 1993 could be significant. We have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, interesting. I'm just gonna get one more. Quill, get back to the basics. All right. The message that's coming through with these cards is there's a certain process in your life that you could do faster with help. But I am distinctly being shown that you may not necessarily want to utilize that help. And there's no right or wrong answer, but maybe a theme for you in October is about deliberately choosing. So, okay, this is like a very simple example. You know, I could reply to all my emails faster if I let AI write them, but I might choose not to do that for various reasons. I could finish this project faster if I let this person get involved, but I might choose not to do that for various reasons. It's like, if you do something by yourself, it will take longer. If you let someone or something help you, it will get done quicker. And I feel like this month is about making a decision, you know, because there's pros and cons to each. Maybe this is just something that is like really a main focus or heavily on your mind. With get back to the basics, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but get back to the basics does give a feeling of I'm going to choose to do it by myself. even if it takes longer, because that's more rewarding, because that feels more authentic, because I actually enjoy the process, because I enjoy the challenge of it. It's giving like doing mathematical equations by hand instead of using a calculator. Like I could do it and I would be done faster, but I prefer to do it this way. Some of you could be thinking about like analog versus digital, solo versus collaboration. Is faster really better? Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, and it's up to you to discern. But the choice has to come from you. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for the main themes. Oh my gosh, I have to make it colder in here. I'm getting hot. It's still hot in Japan, at least for me. I get hot really easily. Okay, let's get into the specific areas of your life. We're gonna pull one tarot card and one oracle card each for your love life and relationships, your career and studies, and your spiritual and personal growth. Group number 1, love life and relationships, career and studies, spiritual and personal growth. And then we're gonna do the same thing with our oracle cards. Love, life, and relationships, career and studies. Oh, we have 2 for career and studies. And then spiritual and personal growth. Okay, let's get into it. We are going to start with your cards for love, life, and relationships. Your tarot card is the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the Knight of Pentacles. And your oracle card is Abundance. Okay, for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like your partner's career or your spouse's career could be doing really well in the month of October. Like your significant other could be getting a promotion or getting a new job, or a lot of money is coming in for them. If you are single, you could start seeing someone who's like a business person, a career person, or someone who is wealthy. Or this could be you. You could be the wealthy person. You are likely going to, it makes sense that this is related to your career, this transition that's making you nervous. You're entering into a new role. I know this is a section for love life and relationships, but I do feel like you are ascending in your career. You're leveling up in some way, and so you're going to be surrounded by a new social circle. I also feel there's going to be some sort of leveling up when it comes to your lifestyle, and I'm also hearing your optimism. And there's a message coming through about redefining realistic for yourself. How do I describe this? It's like you have pessimism down here, and then you have realism in the middle, and then you have optimism at the top. But you're leveling up now. You're leveling up your mindset. So what you once described as optimism is becoming your realism. Does that make sense? Like your concept of what is realistic is leveling up because of the people you're surrounded with. You are going to be surrounded by people with really positive mindsets who believe that anything is possible. And so I just heard osmosis, which I'm not even really sure what that word means, but like through osmosis, you are absorbing these people's positive mindset and you're giving them your positivity as well. But I don't know if it's like, well, it's a chicken and the egg situation, right? Like, are you leveling up because you're surrounded by these people, or are you surrounded by these people because you're leveling up? Well, it's like a cycle. And I do think a new social circle or a new work circle is going to start trickling in. You're going to start to meet some really cool people and notice how your mindset shifts. And it's crazy that the sun is on this card, because we were talking about, you know, the star card represents your wish coming true. The moon card represents, oh my God, I'm stepping into this new life now. Am I going to be good enough? Am I going to have what it takes? And then the sun card after that represents like, everything is amazing and I'm so happy. So you're going to have the best time in this new life with these new people around you. And they make work fun. They remind you what it's all about. I see most of my group number ones engaged in a career or in a project that you're really passionate about. But when you're alone or when you're isolated, it's easy to forget that passion. But when you're in a team and when you're in a vibrant community, you remember what it's all about. You remember the passion, you remember the joy of it. So if you want to do certain things on your own and be independent, I do encourage you to do so, but make sure that you're not isolating. I think it's important that you stay in a community and you stay in a team of some kind, especially if you're this type. If you're the anxiety Piscean type, it's easy for you to get stuck in your head. It's easy for you to start catastrophizing when you're alone. Being in a team or just being around people will ground you and remind you that everything is okay. It's giving support system, like an abundant and joyful support system who uplift you and help you reach your goals. Beautiful. For your career and studies, your tarot card is the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely a wish coming true in your career and studies, and definitely a new beginning that brings you a lot of happiness. I feel like this anxiety and nerves, you're experiencing it building up to the change, but then once the new chapter starts, all of those nerves fly away and you're just happy and you're just feeling like the energy of this sun. You are falling in love or falling in love with your career path or with the thing that you are studying. And there's this message coming through about self-care through your work. Like engaging in your job or working on your projects could literally be a form of self-care. Now, taking time away from your work and resting is also very important and a form of self-care, but there's also this act of self-love and self-care that comes through engaging in your work that is really beautiful. For your oracle cards, we have home. So quite literally, some of you could be working from home. This interpretation will be for a smaller amount of you, but some of you could be moving homes because of a new job offer or job opportunity. I also think that this is talking about a sense of belonging in your job, in your work environment, and a sense of emotional fulfillment. We have recharge. Yeah, this is reminding me of like, there are some times where I will do a reading and I actually feel more energy after it than when I started. because the energy of that particular reading or the energy of the group is just so beautiful and amazing that I feel recharged after like working. I think this is what you're gonna feel like. And yeah, I think you get along very well, or you will get along very well with the new people in your circle, that even if you're introverted, being around them will charge your battery. And yes, rest is important. Resting and recharging away from your work is important, but there's also an aspect of your work that does charge you and that does inspire you. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Like your cup is overflowing. And actually, this looks a lot like the traditional imagery of the Ace of Cups, like overflowing with water. It's a little bit different in this deck, obviously, but usually we see the cup, you know, overflowing with water. I feel like you're just overflowing with joy and gratitude. Okay. Also, I want to say this change is happening because you're choosing yourself. That's really important to note at this point in the reading. Finally, we have your messages for spiritual and personal growth. So for your tarot card, we have the Knight of Cups. And for your oracle card, we have Desire. I think the biggest part of your personal, I just saw 2222, and that is bringing me back to the start of our reading. Do you remember at the beginning of our reading, I also caught 222 on the camera timer. And what? Oh, it just started raining literally right now, suddenly. What I was saying at the start of the reading when I caught 222 was that even though you're feeling nervous, there's no doubt in your mind that you're gonna go through with it. Like, you're gonna go through with this change because it's what your soul desires. This is a change that you've prayed for because it's your soul's desire. And so I think a big part of your personal growth in the month of October is this realization that it's okay to choose myself and my desires are worth realizing. My desires, like fulfilling my desires, is my number one priority because that's how I honor my soul. And you're making peace with the truth that if I want something, if there's a desire in my heart, my soul put it there. And I'm going to honor it. And I just want to sit with that because I think it's so simple for me to say, but it's actually very profound when you realize that your desires were placed there by your soul and that they're divine. Not only are you realizing that, but you're realizing that your soul has the map. And I think your ability to tune in and listen to your soul and move accordingly in the direction they nudge you, that ability is going to be very refined and strengthened starting in October. So this message is not exclusive to the month of October, but this is when you're going to feel that ability starting to get stronger. I also think you're moving forward towards your desires with a lot more patience, with a lot more gentleness. There's no sense of urgency. There's no sense of pressure. It's like you're saying to your soul, I trust you. I trust that you've put the desires here. I trust your map. I trust your plan. I trust your timing. Like, I know that it's all gonna be okay. Do you hear the rain? It just suddenly started pouring rain. I don't know if that's a sign for someone, but it sounds very nice. Is there anything else? I think those are the messages for my group number ones. So I'm gonna end your reading here. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and a wonderful month of October. If you enjoy my content and you'd like to find me elsewhere, you can check out my tarot reading Instagram, my personal Instagram. You can check out our memberships where you can watch the extended readings that we do here on this channel, and you can also watch full-length exclusive pick a card readings. It's available on YouTube memberships or Patreon. Same content, different platforms, whatever works best for you. And my music channel, which includes the intro song of this video. That is an original song. And I'll also have my latest release linked down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, and anything I do. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm sending so much love to you, your higher self, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, anyone who appeared in this reading, and all of your loved ones, both here on Earth and in the other realms. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi number twos. So if you guys chose the Rose Quartz Moon, this is going to be your reading all about your month of October 2025. We are going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards to see what the main themes of your month are. And we are starting off with hard work, commitment, and perseverance. So right off the bat, it looks like October is going to be a busy month for you, but I am getting the sense that this is fulfilling work for you. So it doesn't feel like you are dreading it. It's hard, but it's fulfilling. I'm thinking of the expression busy bee, because we have bees on this card. Bees could be a significant sign for you, or honey, because we do have this like honeycomb pattern here. You could be, teamwork could be a major theme for you in the month of October, or collaboration. We also have deceit. Okay. Be careful when it comes to, I feel like something could be more work than you thought it was gonna be. Okay, make sure this month that you double check everything when it comes to your working hours, your workload, the compensation that you're supposed to get, the conditions of the jobs and the projects you're taking on. Like, make sure all of that is super clear. Make sure that you are getting things in writing. That's a message for some of you. Because when I look at these two cards together, I'm seeing this scenario where someone's like, hey, group two, can you do this job for me? Like, it should only take a couple of hours. And then when you actually get to the job, it's way more than a couple hours. And it's like, this is not what you said it was gonna be. Or like someone saying like, oh, no, I think I agreed to pay you this much. Like, just be careful, get everything in writing so that there's no funny business, and make sure that you're very clear about like how much work is asked for you, how long it's going to take, and how much you are going to get paid. Okay? And I am getting the feeling that a theme for you this month is also going to be understanding the true value of your labor, of the expertise that you bring to the table, what you contribute, the value of your work and your knowledge. The value, it could be the value of your advice, the value of your guidance. You need to know the true value of that so that you get what you are worth, so that you get what you deserve. Make sure also that you know the industry standards for like working conditions, working hours, pay, like the benefits you should get, the breaks, the vacation that you're allowed. Just like make sure you know what you are entitled to. Because if you don't know, or if you are underestimating yourself, unfortunately, some people will take advantage of that. This is a month of getting what you're owed and knowing your worth. And no longer are we downplaying the value of what you contribute. This could be a month where some of you are asking for a raise, or if you are self-employed, you could be raising your price because now you truly see the very excellent level of quality of the work that you can deliver. This is a month of being proud of your work. And I want to say it again, it is excellent quality. Like what you deliver is excellent quality. And I wonder if you don't realize that. Like what you deliver is kind of above the standard. You are finally going to give yourself the credit that you deserve for your excellence and make sure that others respect that too. That's the vibe that I'm getting. The 25th could be a significant date for you. October 25th. This could also be referring to just like the year 2025 in general. This could even be a big theme for you, or have been, because oh my God, we're almost at the end of the year. Maybe this has been a big theme for you throughout this year. For your astrology cards, we have half to full moon. Embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. Exactly. So you are working hard this month. There's no doubt about that. But it does seem that you are highly motivated to do this work and you have a lot of energy to put towards it. And it makes you feel empowered and it makes you feel satisfied. I'm just literally rephrasing what this card says, but needless to say, I think you are engaged in very fulfilling work. And I keep wanting to say, like, you're proud of yourself. You're proud of yourself. You're proud of what you contribute. And we have Aquarius, I know. 555 on the camera timer as I'm showing you this card. And very interestingly, the number on this card, 23, also adds up to 5. 5 could be a lucky number for you. October 5th could also be a significant day, or the dates between the 23rd and the 25th. And what else was I gonna just say? Oh, I was also gonna say that you could be a life path 5. I think I hadn't said that yet. Sorry if I already said that. The ages of 23, 25, or 32, 52 could be significant for some of you, but I feel like part of knowing your value is knowing the impact that you have, how you are impacting the collective. I think the universe is going to give you an opportunity this month to see actually the scale of your impact, because it goes beyond your immediate circle. It goes beyond your coworkers. It goes beyond clients you work directly with. It goes beyond friends and family. You're actually going to get a chance to see the amazing impact that you are making on your field, or the amazing impact that you're making on your community at large. There may be a particular event during October where you are celebrated, where you are acknowledged, where you are given some kind of special reward, or maybe you're literally getting an award for your excellence. And just the number of people you've reached, the number of people you've impacted through your work, it's more than you think. Your ripple effect is bigger than you think. And the universe wants to give you a chance to see that in October. And it's this realization of like, shit, I've contributed a lot. I can and should give myself a lot more credit. I can and should ask for more in exchange for my services, in exchange for my knowledge. I'm worthy of that. I love this energy. Woo! Okay, from our tea leaf cards, we have bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter. If you have been waiting for communication from someone, or if you've been waiting for something to hit your inbox, waiting for something, even something physical to arrive in the mail, it's coming in October. I'm not going to take all of these, but I'm going to count how many came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The number 9 could be significant. So we have the number 5 and the number 9 coming through as important. If you are planning to do something important and you want some extra good luck, you may want to plan it either between the 5th and the 9th or between the 23rd and the 25th. We have shield. You need to defend yourself. Very interesting. Because we have themes of knowing your worth and standing up for yourself. I'm hearing like you're saying something and then you're like, and I stand by that. Like I said what I said. I'm not budging. If you are in any sort of negotiations, I feel like there is a piece of advice to not budge. Especially with Aquarius being a fixed sign and with knowing the value of what you bring to the table being such a big theme. Like you're setting your price or you are stating your conditions and you're not backing down. So it requires being patient. I feel like you're quote unquote winning some negotiation because you're like, these are my conditions and I'm not backing down. And then just like waiting. And eventually the other party will agree to your conditions. We have fly, a period of ill health, depression. Another thing you have to be careful of this month is burnout. And actually, that is even more reason to know the value of your work. I've probably said this a lot since the start of this reading, so I'm sorry if I'm like a broken record, but I really do feel like you need more compensation for the work that you do. And this is not even me being like, manifest abundance, boss babe. It's like literally you could risk burning out if you don't start to value yourself higher or like demand better conditions. I think you may not realize just how much you're contributing or just how hard you're working, but the universe is going to bring that to light for you during this month. This I know is jumping out at me. So some of you are like, Kino, I know. Don't worry. The universe has your back this month. You could also be getting compensation for efforts that you had put in previously, even work that you have done weeks or months ago. Some of you are getting a big refund or a big reimbursement. Let's get into the specific areas of your life. So we're going to pull a tarot card and an oracle card each for love life and relationships, career and studies. I already saw it, but just for the effect, we're going to keep them face down and do a reveal after. All right, let's go in with the oracle cards. Love and relationships, career and studies, and spiritual and personal growth. So let's reveal the cards now. We are going to start with your love life and relationships. Your tarot card is Justice. Beautiful. So this is Libra energy. A person with Libra placements could be significant, but energetically, the sign of Libra is associated with partnerships, specifically long-term committed partnerships. So those are going to be in the forefront during the month of October. Very interesting that we were just talking about negotiations, because that Libra energy can also deal with just that, like business negotiations, business relationships, business partnerships. If you are entering into a new business partnership, I do think that any negotiations are going to go in your favor, and the conditions that are agreed upon will really be advantageous to you. Well, to both of you, because that's, you know, the ideal scenario, right? Something that is mutually beneficial. But this reading is about you. And I can definitely say that the conditions that are agreed upon will benefit you, and you will be satisfied with them. If you are already in a long-term committed relationship, then that particular relationship could be a big focus for you in the month of October. I do think that things will be harmonious between you and your significant other or your spouse. If you are single, it is quite likely that you are going to meet someone who has the potential to become a long-term partner for you, or even like your current person of interest, if you have one, has the potential to be a long-term committed partner for you. Our oracle card is Escape. You could be going on a little trip or a little vacation with a special someone. I'm thinking back to that message of beware of burnout. I just heard you are begrudgingly taking a vacation. So maybe that's just for some of you, but I got the feeling of a little bit of a workaholic person who's like, fine, I'll take some time off. Fine, I'll take a vacation. And then their significant other or their best friend is like, oh my gosh, look at this rare occurrence. A group 2 lying in the sun. A group 2 resting. They're like, I have to document this. So yeah, it's giving like workaholic is like, fine, I'll take a vacation. That's for some of you. Some of you may be like very ready to take a vacation, but I do see you going with a special someone, whether that's your person of interest, your significant other, your best friend. It could even be a family member, and making beautiful memories with them. So we definitely are working hard, but we have to play hard as well. And we have to rest. And you have to know that it's okay to do that. And taking a break doesn't make you, that's an important one. Taking a break doesn't make you any less worthy of abundance. And having a life with more ease doesn't make you less worthy of abundance. Some of us may be working on that belief of, I need to struggle and things need to be hard in order for me to deserve wealth. Maybe there's a special someone in your life who's helping you tackle that belief, especially someone who really loves you and sees your worth as you are. For your career and studies, your tarot card is the Knight of Wands. This makes a lot of sense because such a big theme of this month for you is being confident in the value that you bring, being confident in the work that you do. And your oracle card is Silence. Escape and silence. My group number 2s need a vacation. Even if you are so super focused on your work, think of it in the sense that taking a break will allow you to come back to your work and give even more, give 110%, and show up as your best self, because you can't be your best self and you can't be on top of your game when you're running on empty. But also, you can just take a break without it without it being for the purpose of restoring productivity. You can just take a break because you want to. You can just go on vacation because it's fun, because you want to do nothing. And maybe this confidence in the value that you bring is allowing you to take a guilt-free vacation, because you're like, I don't need to prove my worth by working my ass off. I can take a break from it and I'm still just as valuable. I'll use a YouTuber as an example. I know that most people are not a YouTuber, but it's easy to illustrate the energy with this example. It's like, oh, I can't take a break from posting videos because people will forget about me. I will fade into irrelevancy, whatever that word is. People will be upset with me. I don't deserve to take a break. Like, there's that kind of way of thinking that we are maybe tackling, that we are healing from. Because I see that once you become really confident in your worth, you're like, yeah, I deserve to rest, I deserve to take a break, and I deserve wealth and abundance. I don't have to be in a constant state of hustle to prove that I'm worthy of abundance. And it's so easy to say. I think we all can agree with that as a concept, but really living that truth is a whole other challenge. I want to say, like, group 2, I challenge you to take a vacation in the month of October and enjoy it and not check your work emails and just lie in the sun, read that book you've been meaning to read, watch that show you've been meaning to watch, make memories with your friend, make memories with your partner, make memories with your person of interest, make memories with your family, hang out with animals, sit in nature and don't think about anything and just be one with the grass and the branches. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but take a break. It's okay to do nothing. Doing nothing is beautiful, and it's your right. It's your birthright to do nothing. Okay, finally, we are going to look at your cards for spiritual and personal growth. Your tarot card is the 5 of... oh, is it Pentacles? Okay, it's Pentacles. I'm pretty sure. Which, I think I'm supposed to read it as Pentacles. I'm like 90% sure that is what it is, but this makes a lot of sense in the context of your reading, because this is the balance that you are called to cultivate. I know that my hard work is very, very valuable. But at the same time, I know that my value is not based in my work. My value as a person is inherent. I don't have to prove it. So it's like this balance between understanding that your work is valuable, but it's not the thing that gives you value. Even if you stopped doing any work, even if you stopped producing anything tomorrow, you would be just as valuable. This is your spiritual and personal growth. I think you're also repairing your relationship with rest, with breaks, and with spending money. Not constantly being in a work and save money, work and save money, earn, produce output, earn, produce output, like getting out of that cycle and being like, sometimes I can spend the money that I make and I can treat myself to things and I can treat my loved ones to things. Yes, you are healing a lack mentality and you are learning how to find joy in like treating yourself, in spending on yourself without feeling regret afterwards or feeling like it was a waste. Your oracle card is magic. These three people joined together with the keyword magic. This card is reminding me of the Three of Cups, actually, which is the card of friendship. If you have old friends in your life, like childhood friends or friends from your school days, I feel like it could be really nice to reconnect with them. Specifically, what I'm seeing is people who knew you and were friends with you before your current role started, before your current job started, or before you achieved the success that you have now. So if I use myself as an example, this would be like people who were friends with me before I started the whole like Kino stuff. People who have known me from like university, high school, even elementary school. My oldest friend is from elementary school, by the way. We've been friends for 20 years, which is crazy. But yeah, it's something about, it could even be family, because your family has known you before your current job and your current role and your current success. Because I feel like a lot of people who know you and appreciate you right now, appreciate you for the work that you produce, which is valid. You should be very appreciated and recognized for that. But the you who exists outside of all of that, the you who is just a person, also needs to be appreciated and recognized. So I think you're being encouraged to spend time with people that like have nothing to do with your work, that have nothing to do with your craft, that have nothing to do with like your job or your productivity or any of that, who just know you as a person, who just know you as the amazing human you are. They will help you. They will pull you. I'm hearing they'll help to pull you out of the rat race and remind you of the true value that you have and that you have always had. Okay, group number 2. I think those are all of your messages, so I'm gonna end your reading here. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and a wonderful month of October. I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. If you enjoy my content and you like to find me elsewhere, you can check out my tarot reading Instagram, my personal Instagram. You can check out our memberships where you can watch the extended readings that we do here on this channel. You can also watch full-length exclusive pick a card readings. Those are available through YouTube memberships or Patreon. Same content, just different platforms, whichever works best for you. And you can check out my music channel, which includes the intro song of this video. That is an original song. I'll also have my latest release linked down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, and anything I do. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm sending so much love to you. Anyone who appeared in this reading, your higher self, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, and all of your loved ones, both here on earth and in the other realms. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi, number 3s. So if you guys chose the Pyrite cat, this is going to be your reading all about your month of October 2025. We are going to start by looking at these oracle cards to see what the main themes of your month are going to be. And we are starting off with the Star. What a beautiful energy to start with. Blessings, inspiration, time to shine. Okay, I don't know exactly what this is about yet, but it seems like some event in the month of October is going to restore your hope and is going to make you feel like the future is promising, because it is. So for those of you who have been feeling hopeless or just feeling like the future is bleak, or even in general, if you haven't really had anything to look forward to recently, the month of October is changing that, because you're gonna start getting excited for the future, feeling like the future is bright, feeling like the future is full of hope, that you have something to look forward to, you have something to work towards. Some of you in the month of October, your sense of purpose is going to be restored. I'm hearing like you're being recharged, you're being rejuvenated. This, of course, is reminding me a lot of the Star card in tarot. So Aquarius energy could be significant. The number 17 could be significant as well. Maybe October 17th is going to be a lucky date for some of you. But yeah, this is giving hope for the future. It could be about a wish coming true, but I feel like it's not completely here yet in the month of October. If anything, it could be that you're receiving news that you're gonna get your wish. So it's locked in, you received the good news, but it's not like in your hands yet, or it's not manifested in your physical life yet, but it's something to look forward to and like get excited about, if that makes sense. There could also be something happening in October that's giving you a ton of inspiration. Some of you will be getting an idea to start a new project that you're really excited about. I just heard I haven't been this excited about a project in a long time. So maybe that's a message for my creatives or for my entrepreneurs. Like, you got an idea for like a creative project or for a business project, and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't been this excited, or I haven't felt this confident about something that I'm working on in a long time. Like, I'm so excited to share this with people. You're just lit up this month. We also have woman holding a heart, and we have the number 44. So seeing repeating fours could be a sign for you. 44 could be like someone's age, or a life path 4 could be significant. It could be that the 4th of October is going to be a significant date, or the 8th. Like, if I add up 44, it adds up to 8. Woman holding a heart. Now, for some of you, this could be you. Like, you are offering your heart. Some of you could be telling someone how you feel, especially if that feeling is love. Or for those of you who are creatives, you could be offering something to the world that is like, I'm giving you my heart. I'm giving you my love. This creation has my whole heart in it, and I hope that you feel that. For others of you, this could be someone coming to you with an offer of love. I think a lot of you are going to make plans to see someone you love who you haven't seen in a long time. Like a friend you haven't seen in ages, or maybe you haven't seen your person of interest in a really long time and you have plans to see them and you're getting really excited about that. Someone who just lights you up by being around. I'm hearing the word giddy too. I feel like that's going to be your mood for a lot of October. Just like, like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this person, or I can't wait to get to work on this project, or I can't wait to unveil what I'm working on. Like, you are engaged with something that is just making you really excited and giddy, and that is really inspiring you. For your astrology cards, we have the owl. So that's interesting because the owl was the crystal for group number 1. It was shaped like an owl. So some of you might have been drawn to group 1. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm thinking of the star card again, because in the star card, we see a woman who's like kneeling over the water. And I just thought of that because she's like looking into the water. She can probably see her reflection in the water. And also, the star card comes right after the tower card, which can talk about a crisis. So there is a feeling of you this month overcoming hardships. And now you have a bright future to look forward to. But through this whole journey, I think you have come to know yourself really well. And that is a strength or a superpower that you have. Knowing yourself very well. Knowing your heart very well. Something that you've been working on this is not just an October thing. I feel like you've been working on this for a while now, is being able to tune into your heart. And I'm hearing learning to understand the language of your heart. Something else that I'm noticing is that this number 4 that is repeating here could also be referring to the 4th chakra. Oh my gosh, I just looked up and saw 644. So there's that number again, 44. Yeah, but what I was saying is that the 4th chakra is the heart chakra. And so the number 4 could be talking about that. You have been working on learning to understand the language of your heart. And also, some of you have been working on translating the language of your heart to convey it to others. I think something that's been important to you recently is letting your heart lead. I'm hearing that's like your philosophy. That's a way of living that you want to go by, letting your heart lead. And I'm also hearing that you have a very strong heart. You guys, my group number 3s, you could be clairaudient, because I feel like a lot of the messages are coming through as me hearing it. So you could be clairaudient, or your spiritual team could talk to you through audio, like through music, through things that you hear people saying. Some of you could be musicians, or music is like really important to you. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. For those of you who have been through a tower moment recently, and when I say recently, this could even be like a year ago or a couple of years ago, it was a redirection. I'm not saying like, see, it was supposed to happen. See, it's good that that happened. But it did serve a purpose of redirecting you, or of bringing to light the way in which you needed to redirect. When you let your heart lead, it is going to take you to a new place. And I'm hearing, don't be afraid. It's going to take you to an unknown place because you're listening to your heart in ways that you haven't before. So it makes sense that you would end up in a new territory, in a new environment. Don't be afraid. You are safe. As long as you are following your heart, you are safe. Your heart will never lead you into danger. And you are learning to understand the language of your heart very well. We also, wow, destiny. And there's the number 4 again and the number 8, both of which are numbers we have talked about. 44, 48. This is an October reading, but these dates in April could be significant for some of you. Like April 4, that's my birthday, by the way. April 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, like the dates in that window. Your heart is literally leading you to your destiny. I'm noticing as well the common color theme of reds. So red could be a lucky color for you, or like red is the color of someone's aura. There could also be a focus on the root chakra, because there's this message of you are safe. You are safe, you are protected. As long as you are listening to your heart, you won't be led astray. You will be led to your destiny. And I'm even thinking back to the star card. This could be talking about your North Star, like your sense of direction, your sense of purpose, the thing that like gets you up in the morning, the thing that inspires you to keep working hard. I feel like in the month of October, your connection to your North Star is feeling stronger than ever. Your sense of clarity about the direction you're headed is feeling stronger than ever. It's like the fog is clearing. You see the way ahead and you're not afraid to go. You're not afraid to walk forward. All right, let's get some tea leaf cards for you. So yeah, Aquarius energy could be significant, Aries energy as well. So let me check the dates that the moon will be in those signs, like from Aquarius to Aries. It's going to be at the beginning. From the 2nd to the 8th, the beginning of the month. For some reason, I feel like all the groups have gotten messages that the beginning of the month is significant. I don't know why. There's gonna be a full moon in Aries on the 6th. That full moon could be important for you. If you're familiar with your birth chart, you may wanna check what house the full moon is gonna be in to see where you are releasing something or what area of your life is reaching like a climax or a culmination. What else do my group number 3s need to know about their month of October? We have Candle. You will be shown the way. Come on. As we're talking about you seeing the path forward and your sense of direction in life being really strong, you will be shown the way. Literally. We also... Okay, I see we're keeping with the red theme as we go through the cards. Candle and Fire. You're passionate about something. You're being lit up by something. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Definitely passionate love. Because we have the woman holding a heart as well. Like, your love will show you the way. Your heart will show you the way. Why do I keep wanting to say don't be afraid? I feel like some of you are afraid of following your heart, and there's nothing to be afraid of. Some of you could also be so passionate about something or someone, so in love with something or someone that it kind of scares you. Let's get one more for my group number 3s. The letters C and F could be significant. We have Dagger. F, C, and D could be significant. Fear, worries, tense situations. Yeah. Literally, I said, don't be afraid. And then a card talking about fear came out. Definitely seems like your heart is speaking to you in plain language. I think you're going to get a lot of signs from your higher self during this month. They will be very clear. I'm hearing you would be a fool to ignore them because they're literally right in your face. I think it's not that you're ignoring the signs. You know they're there and you're acknowledging them. It's just, will you act on them? Will you act on them? For some of you, your action could be a missing ingredient on this journey. And this is just one example, so you can apply it to your situation, but one example of this energy is, let's say there's a person in your life and this person's name is following you around everywhere. Their birthday numbers are following you around everywhere. You keep seeing signs of them. And you're like, oh my gosh, universe, like, you keep telling me this person is coming, like, what's going on? And the universe is like, I'm showing you these signs because I'm trying to encourage you to reach out to this person. I'm trying to encourage you to make a move towards this person. The universe is showing you what is in store for your future if you act towards it. So it's not something that's just going to inevitably happen. You know, we have destiny here, but nothing can be really set in stone because you have free will. The universe, I feel like I say this a lot, the universe can bring your destiny right to your doorstep, but you still have to answer the doorbell. The universe can bring you right up to the doorstep, but you still have to knock on the door. Okay, I'm like, my heart isn't beating, but I feel the energy of someone's heart beating fast. Because they're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move towards my destiny. I'm gonna pursue my passion. I'm doing it. Like, it's scary. It's scary, but you feel alive. Okay, let's get into the tarot. We are going to pull one tarot card and one oracle card each for your love life and relationships, your career and studies, and your spiritual and personal growth. So your love life and relationships, your career and studies, and your spiritual and personal growth. Then we're going to do the same thing with oracle cards. Love life and relationships. Yeah, there's a message like more will be revealed to you as you walk forward. If you're wanting more information from the universe, you have to take a step forward. Which step, you may be asking? It doesn't matter. You just have to do something. You just have to do something to advance the plot, and then the universe can give you more information. I'm seeing, you know, when Netflix is like, are you still watching? It's like some of you, there's some area of your life or some goal that you haven't taken action towards in a long time, that the universe is like the TV screen being like, are you still watching? Like, are you still doing this with me? And you know, when that screen comes up on Netflix, I feel like you just have to push any button, you know? Or like when a screensaver comes on, you just have to move the mouse. Doesn't matter how you move the mouse, you just have to move it so the computer knows you're still there. I feel like the universe was co-creating something with you and then you didn't take action. And the universe is like, are you still there? Like, do anything, blink, like wave, just do something on this journey so I know we're still doing it. You don't have to worry so much about the quote unquote right thing to do. Just show me you're still down. Okay, spiritual and personal growth. Probably what I was just talking about is part of your spiritual and personal growth this month. But let's get into it. We're gonna start over here with your cards for love life and relationships. Wow. Your tarot card is the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. And your oracle card is Hold. Both of these women are carrying heavy objects. Maybe that's you. There's a theme of women that it could be literally the women in your life are going to be really important to you this month, perhaps very inspiring. This could also be you getting in touch with your feminine energy. But somehow I feel like you're surrounded by strong women. Actually, all of the women are holding big things. The woman holding a heart, the queen holding this fruit on her head, this woman holding a giant egg on her back. It's giving like the women are carrying the weight of the world. It's something about you being inspired by strong women. You could also have very powerful feminine energies on your spiritual team, which by the way, this message has been coming up a lot in readings like on this channel recently. So Let me know if you are a frequent watcher of my readings, which, by the way, thank you if you are. Let me know if this message has been following you, because this is like the third time that a really powerful feminine guide is showing up in a reading. Maybe she's trying to get your attention. Trying to remind you of your power. Yeah, so women and feminine energies when it comes to your relationships, they're going to be really supportive and really inspiring. This could also be a month where you are reflecting on the weight you have carried. You know, these images are beautiful, but in some cases, holding up these heavy things could also be talking about a burden that has been carried. This could be talking about your female ancestry and the burdens that they have carried. You could be reflecting on that. Talking to the women in your family could be a really beautiful experience this month. Hold makes me think of, well, literally you could be holding someone, like having, what do you call it? A hug, an embrace, that's the word. Embracing. Especially with the Queen of Pentacles, because Pentacles is the, tangible material things. Physical touch could be really important this month. Being more physically affectionate with the people in your life, or getting to actually see someone in person and have face-to-face time with them. You get to look at their face in front of you. You get to reach out and touch their hand. You get to hug them. Depending on who it is, you get to kiss them. I think if there's been someone you've only gotten to interact with like digitally or remotely, and you've been really wanting to see them in person, you will get to do that in October. There could be a really beautiful and sweet reunion that is happening between you and someone you love, where you're just like hugging them for like 5 minutes because you're just so happy to see them. You could be enjoying physical touch or physical intimacy with a partner or with a person of interest. And the Queen of Pentacles is also making me think of someone who is life partner material. So if you have someone in mind, this is a confirmation of that. If you're with someone, this is a confirmation of that. The egg also gives a feeling of birth. If a birth is happening in October, you would already know about that, or maybe there's a conception happening. Feel free to claim or not claim that. But there is an egg here, so I will mention it. And what else do I want to say about the Queen of Pentacles? I don't know. Maybe that's all. Maybe that was everything I wanted to say. Let's move on. If there's something else, I'm sure it will come up. Next, we have your messages for career and studies. So for your tarot card, we have the Three of Cups. Those look like seashells. So I think this is the Three of Cups. At first glance, I thought it was the Three of Pentacles because the round shape looks like coins. Maybe there's a little bit of both for you in this message. And we also have practice. So funny that there's 3 again. Something could be coming in 3s in your career this month. Maybe you are working in a team of 3 people, or maybe you have 3 very important meetings in October. Maybe you have 3 assignments to complete. You're taking 3 classes. There's 3 exams. Like something is coming in 3s. Maybe it's blessings coming in 3s. Some of you could be getting, for example, a raise of 30%. If we go with this number 3. If you're part-time, maybe you are working 3 days a week, or you have 3-hour shifts or something like that, or you're getting 3 new clients. I don't know what this number 3 means for you, but she's here. She's present. Yoga could be significant for some of you too, whether that's related to your career or not. I do feel like I'm meant to incorporate Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups energies when I interpret this card, although I'm pretty certain it's the Three of Cups. But I do think you're going to be quite motivated towards your career and studies this month. This will likely be a month where things feel easier, where there's low pressure. Even if you are doing something high stakes, I feel like the environment you're in and the people you're around make it feel less like highly strung or less uptight. Like, okay, let's say there's a meeting that you're nervous about, but then when you get to the meeting, everyone's in a really chill mood. Maybe there's someone who's like funny and making jokes. Okay, this is kind of a weird example, but I'm thinking of when I went to the States in August and I was nervous to go through customs, and then like the customs agent was like cracking jokes with me. So this thing that I was nervous for, because the people involved had such good vibes, it really like eased the tension. Another example I'm randomly thinking of is a driving test. So maybe some of you are having a driving test in October where it's like you're nervous, but then the driving instructor or like whoever's examining you is like so chill and funny, and they put you at ease, and you're like, yeah, everything's fine, everything's okay. If you have a job interview, the interviewer is probably going to be really chill. I keep wanting to use the word like chill, good vibes, a healthy dose of humor, ice, like breaking the ice. Some of you could be breaking the ice with someone in your workplace or in your place of study. So this will be a message for those of you who have, for example, a coworker or a boss or a client where the vibes have been kind of stiff. Maybe it's been a little bit awkward. You don't really know how to relate with them, and maybe you find something that you both have in common, or something's just easing the tension. And then you can start to be more casual and more friendly with that person. That's probably even like these people doing yoga, stretching. The tense vibes are becoming more relaxed. Yeah. Some social tension is being eased. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Some of you could be working with your friends. A new person could be coming into your place of work that becomes a really good friend. Or maybe someone who's already your friend is entering into your workplace. I remember when I was in high school, my best friend, this is the second time I'm talking about her in this reading today, because she's like my oldest friend, and we were talking about old childhood friends in a different group. But I worked at a pasta shop, and then she started working at the pasta shop, and then it was just like really fun. Yeah, so there's an element of friendship or more friendly vibes coming to your place of work or study, and that probably boosts your motivation. I feel like being too serious and being too like work mode actually diminishes your productivity. If you're with your friends and people you like, and you're given the space to be kind of goofy and joke around with each other and have fun, you'll actually be more productive. Good. Okay. Finally, we are going to look at your messages for spiritual and personal growth. Your tarot card is the Hanged Man, who does not have a head, but who has a lot of eyes. Interesting. Why does that make me think of astral projection? I guess because, oh, not a crow cawing when I'm talking about astral projection. That feels like a confirmation. Astral travel. I think I was thinking of like being in a dream state. And so you're not in your physical form, but you can still see. Actually, let me know how you guys dream, because I feel like more often than not, I'm not dreaming in a first person point of view. I'm not actually a character in the dream, if that makes sense. I'm just watching things happen. I feel like more often than not, that's how I dream. I'm just like this disembodied point of view, watching something unfold. Yumi. That was a fart, by the way. Yumi just woke up from her nap and promptly farted. Thank you for blessing us, Queen. We love you. Are you gonna start barking? You look like you're gonna start barking. Oh. It remains to be seen. And our oracle card is child. So, I mean, we had that message with the egg, and now we have a baby. Is someone having a baby? Is someone conceiving a baby? Let me know. Like I said, if a baby's coming in October, you would already know about it. But this is a really good omen for those of you who have been wanting to start a family or grow your family. If that's not part of your journey, someone close to you could be having a child, like a friend or a sibling, something like that. Someone could be going on parental leave. You or someone close to you. Hanged man and child. Now this is making me think of, oh, interesting. I wonder if this is related, because I was gonna say, there could be a part of your consciousness that's kind of frozen in a younger version of you. And that can happen sometimes, like when there's a traumatic event, because I was just thinking of the message about a crisis. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. Like, for example, okay, we have the number 12 here. So let's just say like there was a crisis or a traumatic event when you were 12. Then there's like a 12-year-old version of you that stays in your consciousness. I'm probably not doing a great job of explaining this, but something could be taking you back to a past version of you because now you are strong enough to heal the trauma that they went through. So I'll keep going with the example of 12, but like, let's say you went through a traumatic event at the age of 12, and now you have reached a place where you can be the person that 12-year-old you needs. So you can go back to that version of yourself and hold them, like hold space for them, be with them, heal them. Now you have the medicine they need. You have the wisdom they need. You can go back and heal that version of you. It's interesting that I started off this message talking about dreaming from a third person perspective. Some of you may have dreams or visions or like meditations where you see a past version of yourself from a third person perspective. Maybe in a dream, you even see yourself as a baby or see yourself as a child. And, ooh, this is making me emotional. I heard seeing yourself with more forgiving eyes. When you lived through it, when younger you lived through it from first person perspective, they were harsh on themselves. Now you're able to look at younger you from an outsider's perspective and look at them more objectively and look at them with more kindness. Look at them with more forgiveness. Maybe you need to go back and tell past you that something wasn't their fault. It's okay, like, and there's imagery of holding a burden. Maybe this is you releasing a burden. In any case, there's a past version of you that is suspended in time. I can tell when she's gonna start barking. I'm gonna hold her in my lap for the rest of your reading. Yeah, but I think younger you needs you for a little bit in October. I think you'll be making some time for them. So those are all of the messages I have for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. And I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself. Stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. If you enjoy my content and you'd like to find me elsewhere, you can check out my tarot reading Instagram, my personal Instagram. You can check out our memberships where you can watch the extendeds of the readings we do here on this channel. You can also watch full-length exclusive pick a card readings. Those are available on YouTube memberships or Patreon. It's the same content, just on different platforms, so you can choose whichever works best for you. And my music channel, which includes the intro song of this video, that is an original song. I'll also have my latest release linked down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, and anything I do. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm sending so much love to you, anyone who appeared in this reading, your higher self, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, and all of your loved ones, both here on Earth and in the other realms. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!